So I want to talk about how to succeed for outsiders and newbies, specifically for people who haven't been in a corporate role before or haven't had a tech job or something like that. So that's the main thing I'm here to present to you. So I want to let you know who I am. I'm a senior engineer at WP Engine. I did a bunch of nonsense, then I went back to school for a while, and now I'm a tech bro. It worked out pretty well for me, so I want to talk about a little bit about how I did it. It might be different for you, though, right? Everybody's got their own path, their own background, so I'm more here to present maybe a system of thought than a specific series of practical steps you can take, right? And I was lucky enough early in my career, well, not that lucky, as we'll see. So if you think of this as the tech career I desperately wanted, and this is whatever it is as me, that was pretty accurate about 9 years ago. That's how I was feeling about things. I was lucky enough to come to DevOpsDays and to other conferences like this and learn about the tools and procedures that we use to change the way organizations interact. And I thought to myself, well, if it's good enough for that macro culture, maybe I can apply it to my own inner culture as well, right? Maybe I can change my personality with some of these tools. I can't tell you about all of them. I've only got 5 minutes. This is the baseline right here. Continuous improvement. This is the simplest model that I know of for it. And you make a plan, you work your plan, you see what happens, and you adjust and iterate. You want to get yourself into a virtuous cycle. When you succeed, that reinforces your success. You do the thing you succeeded at more, and you get better and better at doing the thing, as opposed to a vicious cycle. Virtuous cycle is what we're aiming for. Now, you're coming from somewhere, you've got some strengths, you've got some things about wherever you're coming from that are unique to you. In the corporate world, that is valuable. It is novel. So your job is to find out what differences you have that you can use. A difference, right? We want to be deliberate about things. We want to think before we act and see what happens. So choose one thing you're good at, one thing you've done well before, run it through the cycle. See how you can apply it to your career. Deliberately question. This is just, again, this is literally continuous improvement all over again. The scientific method, it's the same thing. Plan, do, evaluate, and repeat. That's all we're trying to do. So your strengths might be, I don't know what your strengths might be. For me, one of the ones that I found really useful was I could explain technical things to non-technical people pretty well. I think because of like trying to explain jazz theory to guitar players, something like that. So, but whatever it is that you have, emphasize that strength, do the thing, come back and retrospect on it. The retro is the next part of the secret sauce. It's not enough to just succeed or just try something and hope it works. You have to figure out why it worked and then iterate, or why it didn't work and then don't iterate. And it's a lot of effort, it seems like at first, but you're picking up these slices and stacking them up and getting faster and faster and better and better. And you only have to do it once, because it's a cycle and it just keeps going and going and going until you're not doing it anymore, I guess. Iteration is the last little bit. Like, again, you're not just doing something once, you're doing it, seeing what happens, doing it again, little gains, and they stack up until you hit this beautiful hockey stick. And you've got your exponential growth, and you're making $20 million a year or whatever, in whatever career you're headed for. Now, early on, your job is just to get a job, right? Your job is to improve to the point where you get hired. Then you get a job, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, now I got to be good at this job. Not really. You just have to keep getting better in the lens of having that job. You only have one job, and that job is to keep the cycle going and improve. You'll feel bad about yourself sometimes. Everybody here feels this. It doesn't matter. You don't have to feel good about yourself. Keep improving and let that work, and you will get there. So here's what we talked about. Circle, go, burr. That's all we're trying to do. So that's the end of the main part of the talk. Now we're just going to wait for a second. Burr. Pay talk. We're having it in open spaces, right? Right? Didn't I hear that? Yeah. This is super useful. This will teach you the value of yourself in the market. Highly recommend it. Go to it if you can. And that's it. Thank you for attending my talk. Help me retrospect. Help me do this cycle. If there's something you liked or didn't like, if there's something I can improve, come talk to me about it. I really want your feedback. It's valuable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.